Our top story today focuses on a major security operation in Zamfara State, where Nigerian security forces have reportedly eliminated more than 300 armed bandits in one of the largest coordinated crackdowns on criminal groups in recent times. According to security reports, the operation targeted several known bandit camps hidden in forests and remote communities across parts of Zamfara State. The mission involved coordinated efforts by the Nigerian military and other security agencies, who launched sustained ground and aerial operations against criminal strongholds believed to be used by kidnappers and armed gangs. Authorities say the operation was carefully planned after gathering intelligence on the movement and activities of the criminal groups responsible for repeated attacks on communities. For years, Zamfara State has remained one of the areas most affected by banditry, with thousands of residents forced to flee their homes due to repeated attacks. Bandits operating in the region have been linked to mass kidnappings, cattle rustling, village raids, destruction of property, and attacks on travelers along major highways. The latest offensive is aimed at weakening these criminal networks and preventing them from carrying out further attacks. Security officials stated that the operation resulted in the destruction of several bandit camps, while weapons, motorcycles, communication equipment, and other items used by the criminals were recovered. Military sources also reported that the operation disrupted the activities of several notorious bandit leaders and forced surviving members of the gangs to flee deeper into surrounding forests. Although the exact identities of those killed have not been officially released, authorities believe many of them were members of armed groups responsible for terrorizing communities across Zamfara and neighboring states. Security agencies described the mission as one of the most successful operations carried out against bandit groups in recent months. Residents in some affected communities have welcomed the development, expressing hope that the sustained military presence will allow displaced families to return home safely. Many community leaders have praised the courage of security personnel who continue to risk their lives in difficult terrain while confronting heavily armed criminal groups. However, security experts caution that military success alone may not completely solve the problem. They argue that continued intelligence gathering, improved border security, better surveillance technology, and stronger cooperation between security agencies and local communities are necessary to prevent criminals from regrouping. Analysts also emphasize the importance of addressing underlying issues such as unemployment, illegal arms trafficking, and poor access to education, which can contribute to insecurity in vulnerable regions. Meanwhile, humanitarian organizations continue to call for increased support for communities affected by years of violence. Thousands of families remain displaced, while many children have missed months of education because of insecurity. Authorities say efforts are ongoing to provide relief materials, improve security in rural communities, and encourage residents to return to their farms and businesses. The federal government has repeatedly assured Nigerians that security remains one of its highest priorities. Officials say military operations against bandits, terrorists, and kidnappers will continue until criminal groups are dismantled and peace is restored across affected regions. Security agencies have also appealed to members of the public to support ongoing operations by providing credible and timely information about suspicious movements or criminal activities. Citizens are encouraged to report security concerns through official channels while avoiding actions that could interfere with ongoing military operations. As investigations and follow-up operations continue, authorities are expected to assess the full impact of the offensive and determine whether additional operations are needed to maintain pressure on remaining criminal groups. The outcome of this operation will likely influence future security strategies not only in Zamfara State, but across other parts of the Northwest facing similar challenges. For now, residents remain hopeful that this latest crackdown marks another important step toward restoring lasting peace, protecting lives, and rebuilding communities affected by years of bandit violence. That wraps up our report. Thank you for watching Top Accolade News.